Oh yeah. What's going on, boys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the vlog. I hope you guys are doing well. It's good to see you guys. I hope you guys are doing well amidst this crazy pandemic coronavirus stuff. Hope you guys are chilling, watching YouTube, doing car things. Anyway, today's gonna be a little different. You know, I have more coming on the S2000. I'm not even sure if this is gonna be a standalone video, but I wanted to review something because I have my 2001 S2000 that has a little bit of headlight fogginess. You know, they're older, they're 19 years old. And they're not really yellowing, but they definitely have some fogginess and they just need to be cleaned up. And I know that you can do wet sanding and go get like 600 grit and then like 1000 and 2000 grit sandpaper. There's spray on clear, which you can then use for these. But I don't know how many people will actually go buy that stuff. So I wanted to buy something that I'm sure a lot more people will buy, which is I got the Meguiar's Headlight Restoration Kit. And I wanted to kind of give that a test to see how it does. I've never used it. But I'm sure it's what a lot more people will probably try to use than going and getting wet sandpaper or 2000 grit sandpaper and wet sanding. So I'm gonna give that a shot today just to see how it does. I'm really curious. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna start by masking off the area. So masking all this off because, you know, I'm going to be doing some work around here. I'm going to be, this kit shows that you will do sanding, buffing, and protecting. So I'm going to tape off the area that I'm not going to be working on, and that's going to be the first step. All right, so now that we have this all taped off, this kit actually comes with 2 pieces of wet sand, so 3000 and 1000 grits. So this is wet sand. In this little holder, you want to attach the 1000 grit and dunk it in water. So you'll dunk that in water with the sandpaper attached, and then you'll just start sanding that. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get a little bucket of water for this. All right, boys, here we go. Finished product is looking amazing, actually. These things look way, way better than they did. Way, 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 way better. I mean, altogether, that kit costs around like 22 bucks. And I believe if you went and bought the wet sanding paper on your own, you know, cloths if you needed that, if you don't have any, the clear, the spray on clear, and then like a polish, something to polish them with, I would bet you'd be around $20 total, or, you know, $10 per headlight. And that's what this is right now. And I mean, I'll be honest, there's not much more I can hope for with these. They look amazing. The process was super easy. As long as you have a drill like that you can attach their little polishing pad to, you're fine. They say not to use the corner, but with headlights like this, you kind of have to use the edge of that polisher. So I mean, it is what it is. As long as you're not going crazy, it's not going to be bad. And then the protectant, let me make sure that protectant is UV. Headlight coating. So this just calls it headlight coating, and it doesn't say that it's UV protectant. I'm going to assume that it is, but I'm not sure. I can't actually tell you that it is. Yeah, I can't actually tell you that says it's UV protectant. I'm assuming since it's headlight coating that it probably is, but I'm not sure. But I mean, all in all, they look amazing. I mean, that's as good as I can hope for. And even if I were to buy all the supplies individually and make my own kit, I would hope for something like this. So good job, Meguiar's. I'm digging this. All right, boys, new day, new S2000 problems. Gotta love project car. So here's what we got. The steering on the S2 kind of feels like you have almost a flat tire. Like it'll be hard and then it'll go to easy. And from what I've heard and researched, that is due to, let me see if there's a better angle. Basically what happens is at the bottom of the steering rack, there's this little electronic unit, but it gets gunked up with old grease and stuff. And basically everything on this car has been sitting for 3 to 4 years. So I'm hoping once you take this out, kind of degrease it, re-grease it, that tends to clear up a lot of this problem. So if you're having like really choppy power steering where it kind of feels easy and then hard, or hard and then shakes or something, that could be this. So I'm gonna get under the car and try and show you guys what this is. And I'll try and look up the name too so you guys know what it is. All right, so we got a much better angle down here. So let me turn this light on. So what we have is, here's the steering rack right there. And what you're looking for is that unit right, see if I can film everything, right down there with the black cap on it. So that's what you're looking for. You want to take that off. So that's what I'm going to try and do now. All right, so here is the actual piece you are trying to get. And I've already wiped the old grease off of mine, but it comes out with some old grease, and I'm going to attempt to take it apart and clean all of it. But to do that, you need a T30 Security Torx bit in order to break this apart, because Honda doesn't want you to do this, but this piece is discontinued. So you're going to have to figure out how to clean it eventually. All right, boys, so I just installed the torque sensor, whatever it was you saw me breaking down, that goes into the steering rack itself. And again, I just sprayed some of that electrical degreaser that's safe for electronics. So I sprayed some of that in there, moved that beige little thing up and down, tried to get as much dirt as I can. Then I repacked it with Honda your high temp grease, and then I reinstalled it, just opposite of how you took it off. It's really easy. You kind of have to shimmy it around a little bit and move the wheels side to side a little bit to get that actual gear to kind of slide in there, but once you do, it slides in. It's pretty easy. So it's overall not that big a deal. I'm now going to try and drive the car to see if that fixed the steering issue I was having. All right, so I'm going to assume that alignment is jacked. Ooh, it already feels better. Ooh, I think we may have fixed it. Yeah, it feels normal. Ooh, alignment is definitely jacked. To go straight, I have to turn my hands all the way to the side. Yeah, it feels a million times better. Dude, it feels... that definitely fixed it. It feels great now. Just beyond steering being completely lopsided. But before it was like, you go to turn, and all of a sudden it would be heavy and then light. And now it doesn't feel like that at all. Now it's just very uniform throughout the entire range from lock to lock. Yeah, it'd be very intermittently hard and then easy and easy and hard. No, now it feels good. Oh, and this transmission is so good. I miss this transmission. This transmission is one of the best transmissions. Everything's just, it's like a bolt action rifle if you've ever fired one of those. That's honestly what it's like. It is such a good transmission. Oh man, can you hear those lawnmowers? Normally it's birds, and now we got lawnmowers instead. That's what happens in quarantine, boys. Anyway, so that fixed the problem. It was actually, if you're gonna attempt this, it's really not too hard. The only thing you have to get to take apart that torque sensor unit, whatever it is, on the steering rack, you need a T30 security bit, Torx security bit. And the security bit just has a hole in the middle so it can slide over this like little pin that the Torx screw has. So that's all you need. But that fixed that steering issue perfect. The steering feels amazing on this car now. I still have yet to do a proper first drive, so that'll probably be in an upcoming video. But today I actually have a big brake kit showing up for the E36 M3, and I have a new rear diff for the S2 because my rear diff has one of the mounting points has been like sheared, and someone tried to put a huge washer on it. It's really, really weird. I'll show you in the next video, but I'm gonna end this video here. I hope you guys are doing well. I hope you guys are staying safe, staying indoors, enjoying some YouTube, and I hope all this will blow over soon for you guys. If you're new to the channel, smash that subscribe. I hope to see you on the next video. Peace.